Talk of Venezuelan gangs and Aurora returns to the national spotlight.
Former President Donald Trump repeated the claims during last night's presidential debate with Vice President Kamala Harris.
You look at Aurora in Colorado. They are taking over the towns. They're taking over buildings. They're going in violently. These are the people that she and Biden led into our country, and they're destroying our country.
It's a claim that has become increasingly muddied as city leaders and law enforcement have repeatedly contradicted one another and themselves over the last few weeks. Reporting by CBS Colorado has found evidence that gangs have infiltrated some apartment complexes in the northern part of the city, including this now viral video showing armed men entering an apartment. But many say the problem is isolated, including the city's mayor, police leadership, and people living in the buildings in question. They're now pushing back against the claims that the city has been overtaken by gangs. Michael Abeyta is your reporter in Aurora. He's been sharing stories from that community for years.
He's been on the ground working to find out what is going on with the story over the last few weeks, and he has new details for Mayor Mike Coffman.
For the first time since the story broke, all of the city's leaders are on the same page about what happened here.
It's grossly exaggerated, very disappointing.
One day after former President Trump said gangs from Venezuela have taken over Aurora in his debate with Vice President Kamala Harris, Aurora Mayor Mike Coffman says it's time to be clear about exactly what is happening in the city he serves.
The impression is that the city was overrun, by criminal gangs, by immigrants, Venezuelan gangs, and certainly that is not the case.
On Wednesday, the mayor, police, council, and city manager released a joint statement saying that the Venezuelan criminal gangs have not taken over the city. They say the gang's presence in Aurora is limited to specific properties and that they've been addressing the problem for months.
Aurora Police Department has been working on those issues. There's been arrests made.
Aurora Police released the names of 10 known gang members. They've arrested 8, and the Arapahoe County Sheriff's Department arrested 1. Those 9 are shown here. Some of these members were involved in crime at the 2 apartment complexes in question, but Mayor Coffman says he isn't sure the gang ever took over the buildings.
What we know is there was a presence that we believe was gang-related, and that presence caused the property managers to be concerned about their safety and leave the property. But beyond that, it becomes questionable.
I wasn't surprised. I was very disappointed.
Congressman Jason Crow, who represents much of Aurora, agrees that the issue is being overblown by people who have an anti-immigrant agenda and says this issue is really about providing safe housing for people in Aurora because that will deter crime.
These immigrants were living in squalid conditions, exposed wiring, black mold, roofs collapsing in, stuff that is not safe.
Mayor Coffman agrees that cleaning up the buildings is a part of making sure criminals don't return.
We have told the owner of the property that they either have to assume control of the property and start providing basic services like trash removal, or the building's going to have to close.
Mayor Coffman said he even made an offer to the owners to station police officers here for protection. He said he has not heard back. In the meantime, he says residents here are withholding rent as a form of protest against the conditions they live in. He says he doesn't blame them. In Aurora, Michael Abeyta, covering Colorado First.
And Michael wants to cover the stories in Aurora that impact you, matter the most to you. He lives there as well. It's his neighborhood. So if he is your reporter in Aurora, if there's any news that you think CBS Colorado should cover, send Michael a tip through our website, cbscolorado.com.